Overwatch goes free to play in 2019. What? Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. So, there's a bit of news here. Now, this is on GameIndustry.biz. Now, this is obviously, as the name suggests, it's about the gaming industry, right? So, you get a lot of articles on here, which are not really for, like, you know, us as consumers of games to consume, I guess. That's a really massive mouthful. But basically, every now and again, you get bits and pieces on this website which are pretty funky. So what they do at the start of every year is they get a bunch of industry analysts together. Now, these are guys who try and predict what's going to happen in the industry. They've got insider knowledge. They've got all kinds of bits and pieces going on. So there is this one dude. I'm going to call him a dude, but I mean, that's kind of wrong. He's probably not a dude. I don't know who he is. His name is Michael Patcher. He's from Wedbush Security. Wedbush Security. You know, I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm just going to leave it in. He's from Wedbush Securities. And, yeah. So this is what he says, right? And it's actually really, really funky. Because if this is true, it does... Well, yeah. This... I don't know, right? I might be getting a little bit hyped here, but let me... In fact, before I read what this guy said, I have always been of the mind that Overwatch, let's be honest, guys, is declining in this year, and it has been probably last year as well. So to make people come back to the game, what do? Do you have a massive new expansion with loads of new content? And that's what I've been going on about for a while now. That's what I'd like to see. But it never actually dawned on me that maybe just simply making the game free to play would cause loads of people to play it as well. So check this out. This is what our friend, Michael Patcher from Wedbush Security says. He says, okay, so Activision will make Overwatch and Blackout, so the Call of Duty Battle Royale mode, free to play. And which, by the way, I really like Blackout. I think it's pretty good. Anyway, they're going to make them free to play. This is what he says. He says, I think that the 18 Overwatch League owners have been assured by Blizzard that it will expand the audience for Overwatch. The most expedient way to do this is to make the core game free to play in order to attract tens of millions of new users who ostensibly will convert to OWL viewers. I expect this by mid-June, the third anniversary of the launch of the original game. Disgruntled players who bought the core game will likely be compensated by being given free stuff, skins, or other cosmetic items. Blackout will go free to play at least a month prior to the launch of next year's Call of Duty in order to promote the new game. Now, what's really funky about this here is he seems to say that Blizzard are going to copy Epic's model. Now, that is Fortnite, right? Free to play. I mean, it's not just Epic's model. This is a lot of games like this. Look at League of Legends. Look at the current two biggest games on Twitch. It is, well, Fortnite, League of Legends. They're free to play. Now, this opens a massive debate, doesn't it? Because I know, let me just refute this for a second, guys. This is an industry analyst. He could be wrong. And actually, in the article, GameIndustry.biz say what this guy predicted last year and what actually came true. So he did say there'd be a new Elder Scrolls game would come out. That's not true, but one got teased. He did say there'd be a Battle Royale mode in Call of Duty. That was true. He did say that Nintendo Switch sales would be under 20 million. That was true because there was only 13 million. But then he did say a mobile World of Warcraft game would come out, although that didn't happen, but there was a mobile Diablo game. So pretty close. And then, yeah, so he gets some things right, he gets some things wrong. But anyway, let's just entertain the notion of Overwatch going free to play next year and going free to play maybe around June time. This is huge, right? This is really, really huge. But there are a couple of things that make me think this might not entirely be accurate. So think you're Blizzard, and let's use what this guy has said about Overwatch League owners, right? So Overwatch League, there's a lot of money in Overwatch League. Tons of players, tons of teams that have been set up, and owners that have spent loads of money. 8 new teams come online for Season 2. Most of them are Chinese teams, but a lot of teams come online. That's a lot. And even if it's a minimum of $30 million, that's a lot of money. And we think that's actually more for some of the teams, which is crazy money. So Overwatch League has got a ton of money invested into it. It's got massive sponsors. It's got like the $90 million Twitch deal. Big, huge sponsor deals going around. It's got T-Mobile. It's got Toyota. It's massive, right? It's got Intel, Sour Patch, loads of stuff. So what do you do to the game to make more people want to watch it? You go free to play, don't you? So why wouldn't you go free to play before Overwatch League Season 2 starts? Because surely that would get loads of people to come to the game, and then it would have a massive viewership for the league to start, and people would be like, wow, this actually is doing really well. That appears to be not well, appears to not be the case according to this analyst, because he thinks it's going to happen in June. So let's just entertain that. So let's just say Overwatch goes free to play in June this year. What does that mean for the game? Well, the first thing it means is more players. That is a really good thing. Overwatch needs an injection of life into it. But does it solve a lot of the problems that Overwatch has got right now? Does it solve things like the competitive issue, the lack of lore? Like, the list is massive. It doesn't really, does it? But we don't know at that point what Blizzard might have added to the game as well. However, going free to play would mean a couple of things, wouldn't it? It would mean maybe the monetization system changes in the game. Now, if it is to be believed that they are starting to go down a more epic style route, that would mean that skins and items in the game become directly purchasable with a type of in-game currency that we can buy. Now, guess what, guys? There's already an in-game currency in the game. So all Blizzard need to do is restrict the ways you earn that from playing the game, because remember, right now you get credits from just loot boxes, right? Duplicate items will give you credits. That's cool. Also, sometimes you get golden like money chests which give you loads of the credits. So by now a lot of us have got tons and tons of credits. So all Blizzard need to do is make it so you don't earn that from credits. You don't earn it from duplicate items, because duplicate items are no longer an issue if you remove loot boxes out of the game. Because then what you do is have a store very similar to what Fortnite has got and just go, hey, here are the skins, buy what you like. And then things pop up on a weekly rotation. Now, if they do that, actually I think that'd be fairly good, because I would like to see more updates come into the game more often. And if you think about Overwatch, right, and think about, I know using Fortnite as like a comparison, it's like whatever, and there's probably people in the back going, shut up about Fortnite. It's like, yeah, whatever. But listen, a lot of skins come out, like 7 skins generally come out with a new event, that legendary skins, that is. Then you get all the other stuff that comes out, the emotes, okay, normally it's only like 1 kind of emote or 2 if you're lucky, and then like voice lines and sprays. But the skins are the main thing, right? Imagine if a new skin just came out every week. That would be doable, surely, right? You just could throw in a few epic skins if you needed to bulk the numbers up. Because look at it this way. If a new event comes out, like 7 skins gives you a month and a bit. A month and 3 weeks of skins there every day. They must have enough skins, I think, to make items every week. And if that's true, then that means they can just like show the skin off every week. And it'd be like, hey guys, here's a new skin. It's for Reinhardt this week. Come into the store and buy it. That might be better than dumping loads of skins on off when an event comes around. That's if it goes free to play. Now remember, all of this is based on speculation from one industry analyst. These guys, though, make their money on analysing and predicting what's going to happen in the gaming industry. Now, it's not to say that they get everything right. They don't. And like I said, this guy didn't get everything right last year. So you have to take it with a pinch of salt. But it is a very interesting notion that if Overwatch goes free to play, what does it do to the game? It brings more players in. It probably changes the monetization system because it wouldn't really work anymore. Does that have any positive implications for the game? Well, I think I covered one, so I'm not going to go over that again, but what are some negatives of this? Well, it would mean that everybody could play Overwatch, and it would mean there would be a massive cesspit of players just, I guess, coming into the game and doing whatever the hell they like. It would be so easy to start alt accounts. You get banned. Hey, who cares? You can just start another account. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than that. I think Blizzard have got certain ways of banning your PC effectively, because I think they can monitor hardware, bits and pieces and things like that. So it's not like you can just constantly keep making accounts. But it would lower the entry lower the barrier of entry for hackers and people to develop that kind of stuff. So it would mean that there probably would be an increase in that kind of behavior, which isn't great. But is it worth that, right? For the offset of the game going free to play and it potentially bringing in a massive new audience into Overwatch. Overwatch is 3 years old now, and it will be in May. So it's an old game. I mean, I've played Overwatch for more than 3 years because I played it in the closed beta. And, I know people. Josh, you see him on the channel every now and again. He's played Overwatch since 2015. Blizzard invited him to Irvine to go and play the game. I mean, how insane is that? That was 2015, so it's been a long trip with Overwatch. But for us, as mere players of the game, I guess it's just 3 years if you don't include the closed beta. So something's got to change, right? I thought we would get a massive expansion this year. But maybe it's a much easier and simpler thing which will give better results to go free to play first and then look at developing some sort of expansion for the game. Could be a really exciting year for Overwatch if it goes free to play. But what I want to know in the comments below, guys, is what do you think about Overwatch going free to play? Do you think this actually would make the game better? Do you even want the game to go free to play? Do you feel a bit miffed because you've bought the game, and even if they do give you free skins for buying the game when it converts to free to play, would you still feel a bit like, well, what the hell? You know, I've spent money on this game. That's kind of annoying, and it is kind of annoying, right? So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below. I've been Stylosa, guys. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, and it's popped up over on the screen, or it probably did at the start of the video, which is at Unit Lost Gaming. Also on Instagram, which is at Stylosa. And remember to click the sub button and then click the bell, as my fancy new graphic kind of shows. All right, guys. I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.